the ruthless arena of dominance, the most formidable figure isn't the one making noise. It's the one rooted in stillness, the one who watches without blinking, who shows no reaction under strain, and whose mere presence causes others to pause. His posture doesn't request attention, it demands it.
This is the language of control, spoken in silence and precision. It does not beg or boast. It simply exists, opaque, unreadable, absorbing everything while revealing nothing. Those who master this don't have to threaten, they are the threat. Machiavelli understood a hard truth. Power is perception, and perception thrives more in silence than in speech. If you aim to lead, you must drop the performance. Become unreadable. Let your body become your arsenal. A symbol of mystery, a fortress, a silent warning. This video explores the most unsettling trait in the pursuit of power. Dark body language, why it instills fear in opponents, captivates adversaries, and commands respect even from those plotting against you. The average person moves too much. They fidget, shift, nod, adjust. While it might seem harmless, maybe even polite, it exposes them in the realm of power. Every unnecessary motion telegraphs fear, doubt, and surrender. That's why those with true control are often the most motionless. Their movements are precise. They sit unmoved. They stand rooted. Their stillness isn't passive. It's deliberate. And it unsettles. It forces questions. Why isn't he reacting? What does he know that I don't? That's the power of stillness. It builds pressure. Pressure builds influence. When you remain unmoved, others scramble to fill the silence, to keep talking, to reveal themselves. You watch, you assess, you remain hidden in plain sight. Regardless of their size or status, if they fidget, they appear weak. If you remain composed, you radiate control. This isn't about becoming stiff or robotic. It's about intention behind motion. The fewer moves you make, the more powerful each one becomes. Machiavelli would say true strength doesn't broadcast itself. It waits in silence, waiting for the precise moment to strike. Train yourself to sit without twitching. Practice unbroken eye contact. Slow your gestures. Move with precision, never from impulse. In a world full of reactors, the one who stays calm commands the most fear. Because a predator that doesn't move, that's the one nobody sees coming. Many believe deception lives in words, but the most effective lies are born in the body. Why? Because people don't listen to what you say, they listen to how you say it. They track your gaze, posture, the way you breathe. They read your body to gauge your truth. That's where most liars fail. Their voice cracks, their legs bounce, their grin comes too fast. They're exposed before they finish speaking. But the Machiavellian type trains differently. He teaches his body to lie and be believed. He knows the secret. If your physical presence radiates certainty, people will believe anything. Even lies, even danger. Certainty persuades. Hesitation kills. Think of the scam artist who sells the impossible, the CEO who shows no panic during collapse, or the politician who remains calm while everything crumbles. They all wield the same tool, controlled body language. Relaxed posture, still face, steady voice, restrained movement. Their outer world stays calm, no matter the storm within. That unreadability creates belief. You don't have to be honest, you just have to look like someone with nothing to prove. To master this, separate your feelings from your expressions. Feel panic, don't show it. Become fluent in two emotional languages, one for the world, one for your mind. Breathe slowly, deeply. Rapid breaths betray you. Measured breathing relaxes your tone, your heartbeat, your face. Slow your reactions. Don't reply instantly. Let silence speak for you. Use time as a weapon. Mirror the energy you want to extract. Calmness, trust, confidence. Practice intense scenarios. Growth never happens in comfort. Your control must be tested in fire. Most people broadcast every emotion through their bodies. But if you can lock your body into the image you've chosen, you become untouchable. You'll manipulate without suspicion, influence without resistance, lead without needing permission, because nobody questions the man who looks unshakable. Machiavelli once said, It's not necessary to be good, only to appear so. An appearance is shaped through behavior, not belief, not morality, not truth, only control. This is how spies go unnoticed, how rulers deceive, how the cunning rise. They're not necessarily truthful, but they are composed. Because in the battle for power, image is everything. An image starts with how you carry yourself. From this moment, your body is no longer a reflection of your emotions. It's a tool, a disguise, a weapon. Use it to craft the story you want them to believe, especially if it's a lie. Because in this world, truth is not king. Certainty is. There's a reason predators lock eyes before attacking. That gaze? It's psychological warfare. Silent, strategic, devastating. Most flinch when locked in eye contact. They look away too soon. They break it prematurely. And each time they do, they give away power. You may not realize it, but our minds track this. Eye contact unveils everything. Who leads, who hesitates, who fakes courage, and who submits. If you can't hold a gaze, you're perceived as weaker. Instantly. Why? Because looking someone in the eye is confrontation without violence. A test. And most fail it. But the powerful pass by mastering a simple art. Staring without emotion, without blinking excessively, without flinching. Their eyes speak louder than their voices. I see you. I'm unmoved. You don't shake me. It's not aggression, it's command. Your aim isn't rage. The certainty. That look. The one that makes people doubt themselves is your greatest weapon. Here's how to sharpen it. Start with your reflection. Practice meeting your own gaze without smiling or looking away. Then watch people without expression. Turn it into a game. You'll notice how uneasy they become. Then, take it to real interactions. When someone speaks, don't rush to reply. Hold their eyes longer than what's comfortable. Let the quiet speak for you. You'll notice a shift. People start over-explaining. They agree more often. They crave your approval even if you never offer it. That's the hidden power of the gaze. It destabilizes them while elevating you. But take heed. If your inner state is unstable, this won't work. You can't fake calm if your hands shake. That's why stillness must come first. The gaze is a surgical blade. Stillness is the armor beneath. When both are mastered, your presence alone will unnerve even the confident. People will say, "There's something about you," or "You make me feel seen," and not in a good way. Good, that's your goal. Machiavelli wouldn't ask you to be liked. He'd tell you to become an obstacle they must calculate around. If they feel observed, they behave. If they feel judged, they self-correct. If they can't interpret your stare, they retreat. Because when your gaze is calm but heavy, you no longer need to convince. You've already claimed the psychological high ground. So next time you enter a room, don't smile first. Don't look down. Don't blink just because they did. Let your eyes say what your words don't. I'm not here for approval. I'm here to dominate. There's a hidden rule among the powerful. The first to react loses. The world will bait you, provoke, insult, challenge, and most will fall for it. They defend, they explain, they get angry, and every reaction is a roadmap to their psyche. Now the opponent knows what rattles you. Now they know where to poke next. In the power game, once you react, you become predictable. And predictable people are easy to puppet. Those with real command, they observe, they wait, they let the chaos reveal others while staying shrouded themselves. Machiavelli would urge you, let others reveal their emotions. Let them overcommit. When they're vulnerable, then you strike clean, precise. You can't dominate if you're always reacting. Look around, people can't hold silence. They talk to feel worthy. They explain to feel safe. They argue to feel powerful. That's not power, it's desperation. Real power is silence. Discipline under pressure. Stillness amid chaos. Think silence is weakness? Only if you're unsure of yourself. In truth, silence unnerves. Because it can't be read. They don't know what you feel. They don't know what you'll do. And that ambiguity terrifies. Here's the truth you must embrace. Emotion isn't the enemy. Visibility is. Feel rage. Show none. Feel insulted. Keep your posture unchanged. Because the second they see it affected you, they've won. If you flinch at mockery, if you rush to defend, if you scramble to prove worth, you've surrendered status. Train your calm in provocation. When someone mocks you, stare in stillness. Let them explain the joke. When they shout, speak quieter. When they escalate, slow down. Let their chaos mirror back at them. The one who remains centered becomes the center of gravity. Think of every leader who left you shaken or impressed. Were they loud? Or did their silence speak louder than your screams? The most commanding people don't react. They let your noise echo off a wall, until you begin to question yourself. That's the goal. Your restraint turns into a mirror, and most people don't like what they see. Machiavelli would say, "He who does not move forces others to make the first mistake." So stop offering your emotions to the crowd. Don't reward their provocations. Every second you hold your calm, they unravel more. Every pause becomes a rope tightening around their ego. From now on, if it doesn't serve your plan, don't respond. No emotion, no explanation, no defense. That's not weakness, that's command. And command is currency. There comes a moment in any setting where silence speaks louder than a speech. When your stillness makes others restless. When your emotional detachment fills the room with weight. And people begin talking just to break the tension you created, that's when you've won. Most chase power through words. The powerful do the opposite. They create power through absence. Machiavelli understood. The more you say, the more chances you give others to twist it. Words can be used against you. Silence gives nothing and controls everything. When you say nothing, others start guessing. And they never guess you're weak, they guess you're calculating. They guess you're dangerous. That guess gives you power. Silence creates space, and in that vacuum, people spill their fears. They start explaining what they were never asked. They seek your validation. They try to close the emotional distance. But you remain still, and they hand you control. To weaponize silence, pause before you speak. Even a 1-second pause commands attention. Don't nod automatically. Don't validate too quickly. Let them sit in uncertainty. Keep a neutral face. Let them guess what you're thinking. End conversations before they expect. The powerful speak briefly, sharply, and walk away. Their words echo long after they've gone. Remember, people crave noise, feedback, approval. Starve them of it and they'll chase you. But silence is not indecision. It's restraint. Every pause should feel intentional, like a blade left sheathed, not forgotten. That's what unnerves people. It breaks performers. It reveals insecurity, places you in charge of the rhythm. And the one who sets the rhythm owns the outcome. If they speak fast, you speak slow. If they fill the space, you remain silent. If they emote, you remain neutral. Suddenly, they adjust to you. That's dominance. The one who speaks least always seems most in control. Because control doesn't need a megaphone. It whispers and still gets heard. Once your silence causes others to question themselves, you've already taken command. Watch how others expose themselves, every twitch, every unnecessary smile. They don't realize they've walked onto a battlefield. Every room is a negotiation. Every gesture a declaration. But you've evolved. You know that the true alpha isn't the loudest. He's the one who watches while the room bends around him. The one who doesn't need to move to shift the energy. His walk is deliberate. His posture says, I belong here. He's not rushing to fit in. He's assuming he does. Your old habits are gone. No more shaking knees, darting glances, weak posture. You've begun walking like someone who expects obedience. And that's the line between the players and the masters. What they call arrogance, you understand as precision. What they label cold, you recognize as clarity. There's no virtue in being understood by everyone. They fear what they don't understand, and their fear empowers you. Let them wonder why you're so calm. Let them overanalyze. Let them drown in speculation while you hold your ground. The less you show, the more they imagine. The less you move, the more they feel your gravity. Now you understand how to speak without speaking, how to win without conflict, how to enter a room and own it without a single word. This is the mastery of dark body language, and it divides the rulers from the ruled. You now project certainty even in chaos, because the world doesn't care what's real, it only reacts to what it sees. And if you can project strength when you feel none, the world will believe you're invincible. That's the highest form of deception. That's true power. You're not here to be liked. You're here to be respected. You're not here to share your soul. You're here to command the room. If your presence intimidates them, perfect. That means it's working. This change isn't a phase. It's a metamorphosis. From now on, you don't chase power, you carry it. Not with noise, but with presence. When you stop moving, the world pays attention. If this video lit something inside you, remember, no one will hand you power. You have to take it, quietly, sharply, without asking. Subscribe not for fun, but for transformation. Like the video, not for us, but for you. Comment below. Share what's changed, what you're shedding, what you're becoming. Because this isn't entertainment. It's strategy. This is Machiavelli. And this is how dominance walks in before you say a word.